Born to Judge Felix Turner Hughes and Jean Amelia Summerlin in 1869, Howard Hughes was one of four kids to live their early childhood in Lancaster, Missouri, the others being Greta, Felix Jr., and Rupert, all of whom would grow up to become very talented in their given fields.
Rupert and Howard, as well as Greta and Felix, the youngest child that survived, were all incredibly talented. Greta was a world-famous opera singer, as was Felix. Then Rupert was a prolific author. We have 52 volumes of his books here in the museum. He wrote screenplays, he was into photography. He was quite a Renaissance man, if you will. And then there's Howard, who was just an incredible mechanical genius, is how I would describe him.
Before each of them found huge success, however, life in Northeast Missouri was a little bit rough. During their short time there, Howard Hughes developed a reputation for being a little mischievous and also a little wild.
He was rather in and out of trouble at times, according to some of the documentation that I've been able to find. One of the stories I have is that he liked to go to the corner store and charge candy, but then not pay for it. And he one time was holding cockfights out behind the house, even though his father had expressly forbidden it. And his brother Rupert told on him. So Howard Sr. then slapped his brother Rupert around just a little bit to get even.
After reading law, Felix Hughes moved to Keokuk, Iowa, and found success as a lawyer. Howard Hughes initially planned to follow his father's footsteps, but was encouraged to do his own thing, along with the rest of his siblings.
The children were encouraged to be their own people, to do whatever they wanted. And while Hughes Sr. was kind of trying to please his father by going to law school, the father didn't put a lot of pressure on him. And it is written that whenever Hughes Sr. decided to leave home, that Felix was actually quite relieved.
The reason for this was quite simple, and it related to the things he was doing in his childhood.
Hughes Sr. tended to live life a little bit on the wild side, if you will, and he kind of walked on the edge of the law, and he could get into some scrapes that Felix had to take care of. And so it was kind of a relief to him to have Howard move away.
Howard would go to various schools during his young adult life, including the Missouri Military Academy. He would then go to Harvard in 1893, only to drop out the following year. He returned to Iowa to follow his father's law practice, but during his brief time in law, he felt like he was holding back and that he had more to offer the world. He would go into the mining and drilling industry to search for the next big thing, and he found it in Texas during the Texas oil boom. He would meet his business partner, Walter Sharp, and they would soon develop a tool that would revolutionize the drilling industry.
He came home to Keokuk, and at the dining room table in their Keokuk home, it is said that they developed this drill, the rotary drill that would drill through rock, which made them incredibly wealthy.
They would go on to create the Sharp Hughes Tool Company in 1908 and would license their technology across the country and around the world. Howard Hughes would have one son to be the heir to his legacy. That man would be Howard Hughes Jr., and he would take the Hughes name to other industries, including film, medical, and aerospace. The Hughes name still lives on under the Baker Hughes Company, which still supplies services to the oil and gas industries today. Reporting from Lancaster, I'm Hagen Zinnicker.